What's up, guys? Metal Boot Guy here, and finally back with another boot unboxing. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm a big fan of the Shrunken Bison leather. First off, I just think it looks freaking cool as shit. But this is like a win-win. Like, the Bison leather is just like a win-win because it not only looks cool, it comes in a few different colors, but it's also really thick. It's like 8.5 ounces. But it's supple right out of the box. Like, you wouldn't believe, like, just how, I mean, probably the softest leather that I've had. Well, maybe Kudu's probably a little softer, but Kudu's also like half the, thickness. So, anyways, Truman had these on their website, and the Mahogany was not really my first choice, and I didn't really need another brown boot. But they ended up throwing these on the last call. So there was an automatic 10% off, and then your loyalty discount stacked on top of that. So for 30% off, I also saw a guy sell a pair on eBay. And when I saw like a real picture of them, I was like, okay, those actually look really legit. And then I saw another guy on Facebook post a pair on his feet, and I was like, yeah, those are awesome. So anyways, I had them in my size. They were Uplands, which they don't offer that much anymore. And so I was like, shit, I'll go ahead and get them. So Mahogany Shrunken Bison Upland, the 8.5D size. It had the heavy lug. 20 last, we'll talk about that in a little bit. And the cap toe, we'll also talk about that in a little bit. The only thing that's missing for me is a pull tab, but at this point, you kind of take what you can get. I have not opened these up, even peeked at them yet. So we'll go ahead and take a look at them. Got your card. And there should be some laces in here. Oh, here we go. Got the leather laces. And the cotton laces. So what's weird is that, now I haven't opened my pair yet. That'll be another video. I've seen some people talk about their Java Wax Flesh boots that they've just recently received from the MTO that they did back at the end of, I think it was on Christmas Day, or maybe the day after, or maybe the day before. And they're only getting shipped one set of laces, and it's actually, I believe, the cotton laces, which aren't my favorite. I actually don't really care for these at all. And that's kind of odd to me, but it is what it is. So anyways, I was hoping that this pair, I wasn't going to get the shaft, but without further ado, here we go. And yep, pretty much what I expected. They look pretty freaking sick. Honestly, if I could go back, I probably would have just built these on the last Upland MTO instead of the Cognic, as I refer to it. But 20 last is looking good. I don't see any. I just assumed these were a return that somebody did, because they hadn't built these in a while. They hadn't built these in a while. I'm pretty sure this was a stock build, and I didn't jump on it at the time, and I'll get into that later. But it got returned, like, if that's what it was, it got returned like so freaking late. There's no signs of wear, because I mean these went off the site a while back, and then they just popped up. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it was a lot longer than the 30 days, that Truman gives for the return policy. But, I mean, they don't even look, I mean, I'm sure somebody put their feet in them, but there's definitely nothing on the bottom unless somebody cleaned it off. And either way, I mean, I don't care because, it looks fine. I don't see any signs of any wear or anything wrong. That little stitch right there. That's not going to be a problem. Just looking at that one right there. But yeah, I mean, everything else. I wish I had the storm welt, but again, take what you can get. Everything else looks pretty good on it. Cool. And let's go ahead and open up the left boot. See how this one looks. Looks pretty good as well. Again, no signs of wear on the bottom. All the stitching looks good. So if that is what happened, just thanks to whoever sent these back. Thanks to Truman for throwing them on the last call and getting that extra 10% off. Everything looks good to me. So get into a couple things here. So the reason I was referring to the cap toe, well, first of all, the cap toe, I had a pair of 20 last, actually my first pair of 20 last. It was the Cloudburst Kudu, and for some reason I just felt like the cap toe on the 20 last always just looked kind of goofy. That's just my opinion. I don't know why, but it just did. I mean, that's obviously subjective, but you know, it was whatever with these. Now, as far as the 20 last goes, I think I mentioned in some of my other videos, I've just had some sizing inconsistencies with the 20 last, which is a shame. My charcoal double shot Uplands, they're rubbing me a bit. And I've been wearing them, trying to just kind of break them in, see if that'll go away a bit. So far it hasn't, and it's really a shame, but I mean, it's been bearable, you know, so we'll see how it goes. But I also have another pair that I swear to God was lasted on the size 9, not the 8.5. I mean, it just feels so huge, but that's a different video altogether. So anyways, just had some inconsistencies, so I've been kind of hesitant on the 20 last, but I'm going to go ahead and throw these on and see how they fit, and we'll go from there. All right, went ahead and threw a towel down here so the boots don't get dirty in case they don't fit right. I'm actually wearing thinner darn tufts than I normally wear because I was trying to break in my Coach Ramblers some, and normally I start out with some thin socks, but until the boots break in some. But we'll go ahead and see. Yeah, probably should have put on my normal thick socks. These don't feel bad right off the bat. These remind me a lot of my Evergreen Chia. I mean, it honestly doesn't even feel that snug. I should probably lace them up to get a better idea, but I mean, really, I think these are going to be fine. Let's put the left one on and see. God damn, camera's not wanting to focus. There we go. Yeah, so really, yep, this is, now that I'm standing up, it's like the right big toe, I'm sorry, both my big toes, they rub a little. And, you know, every time I step, I can feel it. And of course, if I'm wearing the cushion socks, you know, I can feel it even more because my feet are up, you know, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so from the bottom of the boot. But I hate that it's like that. Well, regrettably, I guess I'm going to have to see about sending these back. I just took a gamble on these after the charcoals. You know, that was the 4th pair that I've gotten in the 20 last. The first one wasn't too bad. I had a little bit of toe rub on my right foot, but that was it. I only got rid of those because I just ended up never wearing them because of the color. My second pair was like perfect, the Evergreens, and then my 3rd pair was the the one that I've yet to do a video on, which I said felt like it was a size. I have no toe push on that or anything, no toe rub, because it feels like a half size too big. And, but, you know, I just thought, you know, it's a handmade product. Not everything is going to be perfect. My other two have been decent. So, you know, it was just like a one-time thing. But then when I got the charcoals and they were, you know, they don't even, I mean, to me, like looking down at them, the charcoals don't even really have like the same shape. So I don't know if they just got lasted funny or what the deal was with those, but I've got the same issue with these that I do with the charcoals, where both my big toes, they kind of touch like right in this area, you know, on both feet. And it bugs the absolute crap out of me. The rest of the boot's fine. Like there's plenty of space on the sides. I've got no issues anywhere else on the boot. I mean, it's just like right there. It's like my toe just like touches the front. And, you know, it's just something that I don't want to deal with, which is a shame because the 20 last, I mean, you look at it, I mean, it looks awesome, you know, and the original reason that I went with the 20 last back when they were pretty much doing 79 and 20 only is because of how I felt like I wasn't really sure on my 79 sizing, didn't think it would work. And then they were saying, oh, the 20 last is, you know, you go at the same size and it's just a little bit roomier toe box. And I was like, well, that should be perfect for me then. And so I was super excited to like have that last, but now it's like, it just doesn't work for me. And, you know, that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Not every last is going to work with everyone's foot. It's just a shame, especially in this case, because these boots, you know, they're pretty freaking awesome looking. And I wish they would have worked out, but you know, I didn't need another brown boot anyway. So at the end of the day, you know, I took a chance and it didn't work out, and that's fine. Move on to other things. So I'll do some more videos and of some boots that I'm actually going to keep, and that'll be that. In the meantime, y'all take it easy.